Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. As always, I thank you for coming to my channel. I have another special guitar for sale. Lately, I've been kind of into one-of-a-kind custom graphics body guitar, and I found this one. And I want to keep this one to myself, you know, but like I told you, I got a bunch of guitars, and you know, my mission is to put really good guitars into you guys' hand that don't cost an arm and a leg. You know, because many years ago I was a sucker to the marketing too, as far as like I'll go and spend $1,000 on a guitar and it got to be made here, and it's the guitar that everybody wants to buy. And is it really worth all that money? And it's not. I'm a professional musician. I've never paid anything. Never paid over $1,000 for a fucking guitar. That's insane, man. As much as I love to play these, it's ridiculous, you know. But the marketing got us hemmed up in believing that you got to go out and spend that kind of money. Take that money and invest in becoming a gooder or better guitar player. Okay, take that $1,000 and invest in your education to play this thing like no other. You know, that would be my advice to you. It's still you could barely play and you got a $1,200 guitar, but you're a pretty decent player. You got a $3,000 guitar. Now, that's totally different if you're rolling like that, because there's some people that they rolling like that. They can go out and spend $3,000 on a guitar. It ain't gonna hurt them. You know, they still got a lot of money in the bank. But most of us, paycheck to paycheck, you know, trying to save a little, but then things come in, you know, pop up or come unexpected. You got to spend half of that money you done saved and tucked away. You know, that's most of us. Not, you know, I can go out and spend $3,000 on the guitar and it's okay. And my wife's okay with it, even though we're struggling here. You know, none of that nonsense. You know, but anyway, getting back to this. This one's beautiful. You know, I'll stick it up to the camera in a minute. When I seen it, I said, yeah, I got to grab that one. And I want to keep it for myself. But I said, you know what? If I don't go ahead and put it out there, I'm going to most likely try to keep this. And like I said, I got a bunch of guitars. Half the guitars I don't even play anymore. I got a bunch of keyboards and sound modules that I'm sitting here looking at it now. I got this thing in August. It's still in the box. I ain't even opened up the box. It could be bricks in that box, but I haven't even opened up the box. That's just how much stuff I accumulate. You know, and when I find good deals, because it takes a while to find a good deal on a guitar and a good guitar, I want to pass it on to you guys, because you know, you're not as intense as me. You know, during my downtime, I just surf the net looking at guitars, you know, for hours on each day. You know, most of us don't do that. We might miss these little hidden gems like this one. You know, the action is good. They got brand new strings on it. There's not a scratch on this guitar. The only thing missing is just that plate in the back. And you can get one of those off of eBay for $5. But I'm gonna stick it up to the camera. And this, as you can see, it's a custom-made guitar. The first thing I noticed, of course, the beautiful Spider-Man thing. But the toners, you know, when it came, I'm like, these are some good toners. These are not garbage toners. Stays in tune. It has some built-in switches that gives you various tones. And when I plugged it up and did a cover, and I'll leave it or the link down here, I did a Rupert Holmes Partners in Crime. And my first thought and concern before I bought it is, how is it gonna sound? You know, because I'm sold on what it looks like. This thing sounds good. It sounds crisp. It got some bite to it. It cuts through the mix without you having to crank up the guitar on top of the tune that you're playing along with, or you buried in the bottom. This thing kicks. When you hear that cover I did on Rupert Holmes' Partner in Crime, you're gonna be like, whoa, this guitar sounds good. This guitar do sound really good. There's only one guitar in my collection, and it's a Just Dave guitar that I never part with. It's a 60s thing. It's the first guitar I think he made for me, or maybe, yeah, the first one. because he made many of them after that, and I still have most of those. The tone on that one is really muddy. So I said, you know what? I'm going to end up, and I really ever have to modify any guitars, but I'm going to have to take that whole, thing out, the pickups and the pick guard, and put a loaded one in, because the tone of it is kind of muddy. It's kind of muddy, But this one sounds great. I mean, this one sounds really good. So, price $250, and it's worth every penny of $250 plus $50 shipping and handling. Unfortunately, I don't ship outside the United States or California. So, if you're interested, leave me a comment, say, is this still available? And then once I say yes, because if it's sold, you'll see the sold down here on the header. So if you don't see that and you put down there, hey, is this available? I want it. I'll say, absolutely, send your money. Once you send your funds, I will put sold across here, and then go out the very next business day, United States Postal, with tracking and signature required. Now, once you confirm that you're going to pay, you're going to buy it, because I got to mention this in every video now. Of course, most of us, as far as buying a guitar, you want to confirm that, okay, I want to buy this, here's my money. Oh, can I send my money? Yes, send it. Okay, the deal is locked in. I had this guy just send money, and I knew that was a red flag. I'm like, you haven't even talked to me. It could be already sold. What's going on here? Long story short, he was trying to run a scam, and PayPal sniffed him out, and I knew it was a scam from day one. They believed me, and he didn't get nothing. He tried to pull something, and you got to be careful, because trying to pull something like that, it's also considered mail fraud, and you can go to jail. I mean, seriously, why would you want to go to jail for $200? Okay, so I try to discourage any knuckleheads that think everybody's stupid and they're the smartest people in the room, which is just the opposite, from trying to do that nonsense. So forgive me for that public service announcement, but it's important that I let people know this ain't the channel for that. Go somewhere else. But once you submit your money, or before you submit your money, this is important, because again, I got to mention this in every video. When you're getting ready to send your PayPal money, or through PayPal, there's a note box. Put your full legal name and address in that box, and tell me what you're purchasing, and then submit money. Because I've had people that just didn't put nothing in that box, and when that money came, I get no address to ship it to you. I don't know what you want. So then I got to send your money back, and then I got to tell you I need that information, and then you send it back. Then they do that. So I do that now to just to head off anybody just kind of green to PayPal process, and they don't know what they need to do and what they shouldn't do and what they should do. So I try to help you guys along. But again, mint condition. Only thing missing is that back plate, which again, you can get $5 off of eBay and get it. Professional job, poly coat, really nice poly coat. I love the Spider-Man thing and the spider webs and the spider in the back. Feels good to play. Brand new strings on it. I'll leave a link down here that you guys hear me play this guitar. It sounds fantastic. So if you're interested, PayPal information is right there, and then you just put in I'm interested in this, I want to pay for it. Can I? Certainly. If you see that sold across here, then it's been sold, but if it's not, it's still available. Like I told you guys, the majority of guitars that I sell on my channel sell within a day or two. I've had them sell within an hour, because the people that follow my channel, they know I don't play junk, and I don't sell you junk, because like I told you, I get junk in, I send junk right back. I don't try to say, dang, I'm stuck with this, so I'm going to pass it on to somebody else and let them be stuck with it. No, it's going back. If it doesn't fit my standards, it goes back. Because if it doesn't feel good for me to play, why would I, pass it on to you guys? It just wouldn't make any sense. But there's some people that they would do that. It's kind of underhanded, but I'm not an underhanded kind of guy. I tell you like it is. If it's good, I'll tell you. If it's not good, I'll tell you. If it's bad, it never leaves here to go to somebody else. It goes back to the person or the company that sold it to me. So again, $250, $50 shipping and handling. You're gonna like this guitar. If you go out and play, once the pandemic thing, is under control, or just whatever, people gonna notice this. This is a one of a kind. You can't find this guitar anywhere else. I love the neck on this thing. I mean, I love the neck on this thing. I mean, it feels great. It's one of the best feeling necks that I have in my collection. It's something, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the coating that they got on here. Something, you know, it just feels good to play. Because I know with the Fenders now, the Squiers, you know, they really scaling back. I got a Squier once. It felt like when it came that somebody just went outside and cut some wood off the tree and took shape of a neck and just bolted it on. That's what it felt like. You know, there was no shellac, there was no poly coat, nothing. It was just bare wood. You know, it's like, whoa, are things getting that bad? But again, I got nothing but praise for this guitar. And this is actually what's going to happen. If this guitar does not sell in 3 days, I'm removing this video and I'm keeping it. Because I know I'm not going to run into another guitar like this. I know I'm not. You know, it has a beautiful tone. You know, it has these 2 pickups and then this one. And then these switches, 3 switches. So I'm going to sign off now. But the first $250 plus shipping and handling, it goes to the seller. And like I said, 2 days. If it's not sold in 2 days, this video is removed. I'm keeping this one. Because again, I know I'm not going to run into anything like this again. You know, I know that. And when I took it out the box, my wife was like, "Oh, that thing is beautiful." I'm like, yeah, it is beautiful. You know, and I put it in her hand. She held it, and it's like, yeah, I like this. You know. So until next time, take care. Again, I'll leave a link down here so you guys can replay it.